everybody, Dean Young, Home Tech. Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I am. Hopefully get a little bit of rest. I do have a lot to do this weekend though. I want to pressure wash the house. I have to pick up a radon. I have to drop a radon off. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that, but the radons are definite. So I'm wearing pink this month, Home Tech. You can see the logo for Breast Awareness Month. I know this is more of a fuchsia color. I love this color, but so when I order these, I got these just for that, for the month of October. Speaking of the name of Home Tech, so I made a post yesterday about thinking very hard about changing the name, and in my post I did mention the reasons why, and if you didn't see that post, I will briefly go through it again. I may go into more detail. So I started Home Tech in 2018 when it was registered. I have to look at the Secretary of State website. I can't remember if it's Home Tech Inspections or Home Tech Inspection Services. I think it's Home Tech Inspection Services LLC. So there's two Home Techs in North Carolina. Sometimes we get confused. We have people call, you're supposed to be at an inspection day, you didn't show up, or we didn't get our report, or something that wasn't. It's a totally different Home Tech. We've gotten people to call us about, like one guy called and said, you guys done an inspection a couple months ago, and I just moved in and found bats in my attic, and you guys didn't document it, and this and this and this, and I had to get somebody out here, and it cost so and so, and I want to let you guys know, and I wasn't very happy about it, and this and this and this. And so there was a couple things on that. So first, I was like, what's the property address? And gave me property address, and I said, I don't have any record of this inspection anywhere. There's nothing here. And I was like, and I don't even remember doing it, because I do all the inspections and I would remember. So he was like, well, let me check on that, this and this and this. He's like, I'm pretty sure it was you guys. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me look. And we'd already been talking for about 10 minutes. He was just rambling on and on and on. And he said, no, I'm sorry, it was Home Team. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, just to give you a little bit of advice, we as home inspectors, we're supposed to provide you a link to the standards of practice, or a copy of the standards of practice. And in the standards of practice, it clearly states that we're not responsible. We don't report on rodents, insects, bats, stuff like that. So he really doesn't have a claim either way. No matter if he called us or Home Team or whoever, there was still no issue, nothing to worry about. So I had one other agent 2 years ago call and say, hey, is this Home Inspectors? And I was like, no, it's not. And click, hung up. I know who the agent was because his name popped up, and I knew who he was. Well, last year, he called back and he wanted to start using us. So they were using us for all their inspections, which I thought was pretty cool. And then some crap happened I told you guys about the pay-to-play stuff. No, I'm not into that. So yeah, and then they stopped using us. So I've had some calls, multiple calls. People think, oh, we're calling Home Team or we're calling Home Specters. And I'm familiar with those companies because I know people that work in or with those companies, and I used to work for one of those companies. I'm not going to say which one. So I'm familiar with those companies. And the word home is what's getting people. Home Tech, Home Team, Home Specters, Home this, Home that. People get it confused, or they'll Google Home Inspector, or they may be looking for a name, Home Team, and then our name pop up first. So then they're going to call or press on the thing on their app, on their phone, and call the number and think that, oh, I thought I was calling this company, I thought I was calling that company. A lot of people don't realize that just because you type that name in, it's not going to be the first on the list. Most people are going to, it's ads or advertising and stuff like that, or Google, where they place you on the list. So doing commercial inspections, I've had several people comment about the name Home Tech and doing commercial inspections. We don't have it anywhere on our van. We do have it on our website, but it's not on our van. It's just Home Tech. And so just different things. And we've been doing, I don't know what it is, we've been doing a crazy amount of air quality and mold testing. Ridiculous amount. It's like I could start a whole another division on just doing air quality. I mean, a whole nother set. I could probably hire a couple people, but that's what keeps Vanessa busy. Air quality, well water, radon, stuff like that. So I started thinking, and I've been thinking this for a long time, man, I just want to change the name. I just want to change the name and be done with it. Get rid of the word home. So yesterday I called the Secretary of State. I didn't speak with her, Elaine, personally. I spoke with customer service and somebody in that department and explained, hey, I want to change the name, and they said you could fill out an amendment form L something, L17 or L something, $50, upload it, and you're done. So went to the website yesterday. I saw that I needed to do my annual report, so I done my annual report, paid my fee, downloaded the document for the amendment, and done a lot of research and figured out that I don't have to change the Home Tech Inspections LLC name. I can keep that name and do doing business as and the name that I've got. I'm not going to tell anybody the name because somebody's going to try to go and register it just to be an asshole. So I've got my name. I've been working with somebody on the logo, so that would save me a lot. It's like people have an LLC, say they call it CVS Ventures, but they own a club or a bar. So payroll, their business LLC structured through CVS Ventures LLC, doing business as the hot spot, the downtown jam, another name, doing business as that name. So that would save me from having to change my bank account, and it would save me from having to change the payroll stuff and the credit card processing company and all that stuff. Could stay that as far as payments go. Now, as far as the van wrap, the Prius wrap, not really concerned about license plates, because I do have, I think, 3 license plates with Home Tech. All that is, I don't care about that. When time to renew, maybe I'll get a personalized tag or plate, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Probably one of the biggest expenses is going to be some updates on my website. They may not even charge me just to change the name, logo, and probably the van and Prius wraps, because you're looking at a little over 1,000 on one, and I think about 700, 800 on the other. So about $1,700 or so, which is not anything really. So that's the way I'm leaning. I'm waiting for the logo person to send me the final rendered version, because I'm going to get it in a good format to have the printing and stuff done for shirts, caps, attire stuff, uniform stuff. So I think it's going to be is shirts, and I'll continue to use. I could use these. I mean, I'll still use these shirts if I really need to. And I don't know if you could. I mean, these are embroidered, so I doubt there's a way you can have that removed and have them restitched. I think the logo would still be there anyway, but that would be stupid. But yeah, so anywho, pulling into the crib, and Vanessa is in Tennessee doing what she does best, leading worship there for a women's convention. She does this about every few months in Tennessee. Leads worship, her and some people from her church, or her and Kayla and another girl that goes to the church with them. They're going to be leading worship and doing that this weekend. So I'm at home with the dogs, and yeah, going to go in here and do my reports. I have one today in Reedsville, and my other one was, man, getting up in age here, I can't remember what I'd done last, because I had 3 today, which wasn't a full 3, but I'll explain that in a second. So yeah, the first one was in Blues Creek, the second one was in Reedsville, and the last one was a roof inspection for a guy that's having some insurance issues, and just wanted me to document some stuff for him, so that's what I did. I didn't charge him for it. I was going to, but I felt so bad for the guy, because he's like, I got a roofer come out. He said it's wind and hail damage, and you could obviously tell that that's what it was. I don't think the guy was trying to sell him a new roof and the insurance pay for it. I think he was being truthful. And when I looked at the roof and evaluated it, there was a lot of worn near the top, near the ridge vent, and across the apex of the roof at the top half. It looked like there was a lot of wind damage, and then the back half there was a lot of small areas that looked like had been impaled by something at multiple locations. So he said he reached out to his local agent, who came out and tried to talk him out of filing a claim, because he said that they may drop him from insurance. And I thought that was pretty shitty. It's somebody that's up in age, never filed a claim in their life, and the time that they, want to use their insurance, they have the potential for being dropped, which I think is total BS. The world is stupid now. You pay all these years and all these years and all these years on your insurance, and you want to use it for your roof, and you're told, well, if you file this claim, there's a good chance that they may drop you. So blah 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 blah. So this guy's on the fence now. He's asking me, what should I do? And I'm like, I don't have a dog in the fight. It's pretty crappy what they're putting you against, and that's your choice to be made, not mine. I do agree with the roofer, and something needs to be done, because you've got a lot of granular loss, and you're at the point now where you get further wind, and if there's any more hail, which we're going into the cool months, I doubt there would be, but you never know. In North Carolina, sometimes we have 4 seasons in one day, no matter what time of the year it is. So with snow, sleet, all that stuff coming up, and it could be any time from here on out for the next few months. Who knows? So I'd like for him to be protected with that, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to go in here and tab this inspection out. Nothing's going to change other than probably maybe our things are probably going to bleed over, with time. Things are going to start deteriorating slowly. The email address will probably be the same, but it'll be forwarded to our new one. And then when we reply with our new one, people will kind of get an idea, oh, this is the same company. And then over a couple years, things are just going to settle down, and people are going to be familiar with the name. And from what I understand, it's not going to hurt any of my Google stuff and my Google reviews or anything. All I have to do is go in and change the name. We are Google approved, and I'm just going to reach out to Google and make sure that that's all going to be, it's just a different name, same owner operator, same structure, building, everything. It's just a different name, and that we can keep everything there, because we are getting multiple, probably 5-6 calls a day, sometimes more, just from that Google approval. So it's helped us a lot target just the buyer or the seller, who would want a home inspection, or the person that would want air quality, well water, whatever. We're reaching those clients directly. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. 336-989-8185, hometechnc.com.